7 years at Target. In December of 2009, like the gladiator, I got attacked from both sides. On one hand, MBIA Insurance began their campaign against me, both legally and in the press, to destroy me and to steal the empire I had built. And the government attacked from the other side, beginning their investigation into me and Patriarch Partners at all cost, trying to find a claim to bring against me. I realized that the best way to tell your story is to just tell your story, and that when you wait for others to tell it, you're leaving so much out and so much can be filtered. And I have a story to tell in so many different ways. My life, my journey, it's been a battle, and it's a battle for truth, for light, and to give the dignity of work to so many. Because in the end, jobs is the great meritocracy, people able to take care of their families, and for generations after to be able to do better than their parents before them. And for me, being a woman in a world of men, in industries of men, having built this platform brick by brick, I think some see me as weak and not surrounded by the fortification. But in the end, what are those bricks, those walls that hold steady? It's truth, it's light, it's credibility. And in the end, we always believe that justice, truth, and light will prevail. So I realized that I could best tell my story, best teach others, best inspire those who want to follow, and to show people that most don't lose because they're in a position to lose, but because they give up. And the powerful and the ugly win because they know how to create campaigns of lies and destruction, and most decide it's not worth it. And I understand that feeling, but why do I continue on? Why do I fight on? Why do I journey forward? And it's the same reason I built this business, for others. And in the end, one has to believe that justice prevails and truth wins, and that light ignites itself and the darkness fades. So I have a number of different subjects that I'd like to talk to my employees, my friends, and my followers. I think that we'll do a number of different series of podcasts. The first was one that came to me as I had a few moments of solace on Saturday, and I looked back on the year and the years before them, and that's really 7 years at Target. And when I realized that for 7 years, I've been attacked from both sides, one by corporate America and one by the government, all looking at me as an easy target and a skin on the wall, the SEC for power and gain and prestige, and MBIA Insurance in an attempt to get revenge and to steal my holdings and my value. And that they came at me from separate angles and then converged in collusion. And every day I fight the both of them, and yet I'm still standing. And things that are not built upon foundations and real actually fold like a house of cards. But the only reason I stand strong is credibility, truth on my side. But 7 years at Target. In December of 2009, I had two very powerful entities come at me. MBIA has constantly worked against me with the funds that we shared, suing me, declining any kind of restructuring or refinancing, trying to trap me into a place where eventually they could steal what I've built, the value I've created, my $500 million I've invested. And the SEC came at another angle, constantly trying to find something where they could bring claims against me, investigating year after year, finding nothing, and eventually joining forces with that commercial entity, MBIA, in a written, collusive document to try to attack me from both angles. And for 7 years, I've had to fight both entities. And yes, it has not been easy. But yes, I journey on. I take care of my companies. I take care of my people. And we continue to fight on a number of legal fronts, and certainly against the press that loves the takedown story, that looks for every reason to support MBIA and their legal teams, as well as the government, to try to create what they can't create in the courts with truth, just a campaign of lies that actually hurt the companies that they claim that they own or they want the value thereof. I always look at it as King Solomon. Those that attack me would be willing to cut the baby in half because they'd rather win than actually care about what we need to create and the value that's there for everyone. Because in the end, destroying me is more important than creating value, sharing value, or moving into the light in the future.